Hey, it is Troy Stavros with Doorbell Real Estate. I just wanted to talk to you about why now is a great time to list your home for sale. This recent article that I wrote is titled "The Number One Reason Not to Wait to List Your House for Sale." I just kind of want to go over the information that I would put in this article. First off, obviously we know a lot of industries have been devastated since the shutdown with the pandemic. A lot of them have not come back, but real estate is definitely not one of those. And we're going to see why here. We look at this quote from Mark Fleming, the chief economist for First American. He said, "Since hitting a low point during the initial stages of the pandemic, the only major industry to display immunity to the economic impacts of the coronavirus is the housing market. Housing has experienced a strong V-shaped recovery and is now exceeding pre-pandemic levels." Then it goes on to talk about the service that we use when we have our listings and we set up showings for our listings. There's a service called ShowingTime, and that's buyers, agents call ShowingTime to set up the showings on our listings. Then ShowingTime contacts the sellers. So thus, they're an integral part of the showing process, not only for us, but they are the number one showing service nationwide. So they have the ability to garner a lot of data. So what they said is buyer demand is strong heading into the fall. ShowingTime, which tracks the average number of buyer showings on residential properties, just announced that buyer showings are up 61.9% compared to this same time last year. 61.9% buyer showings are up. So that is telling you there is a huge demand for housing right now. So there's a great reason to put your house on the market. They also went on to say normally real estate activity begins to slow down in the late summer, but this year it peaked in July, August, and into September. Okay, there's one big challenge. Purchaser demand is high, like we have seen what we were just talking about, but the market is running out of available homes for sale. Just last week, Realtor.com reported since the beginning of the COVID pandemic in March, nearly 400,000 fewer homes have been listed compared to this time last year, leaving a gaping hole in the U.S. housing inventory. Okay, so if we just take those 2 points that we just talked about so far, buyer showings are up 61.9% compared to last year. Inventory is down 400,000 homes from last year. That tells you that in the supply and demand category, houses are needed on the market because there are plenty of buyers that are looking to buy them. So obviously a good time to put your house on the market where you'll be able to get the most amount of money for it. As we go down a little bit further, it says the National Association of Realtors revealed that while home sales are skyrocketing, the inventory of existing homes for sale is dropping dramatically. Below is a graph of the existing inventory. And you can see from this graph going from May, June, July, August, how it just continues to decrease down, and we are at a super low inventory rate. As it says here, home builders are increasing construction, but they just can't keep up with the high demand. Bill McBride, the founder of Calculated Risk, which is a website that speaks specifically to investing and real estate, discussed inventory of newly constructed houses. He said months of supply decreased to 3.3 months. This is an all-time record low months of supply. So let's go back over it again. Buyer showings are up 69% compared to last year. Housing inventory down 400,000 compared to last year. And we are at a record all-time low of months of supply of new housing. So existing homes are selling like crazy. So what does this mean for the seller? It means if you're putting your house in the market or thinking about it, you shouldn't wait. You'll always negotiate the best price for your house when demand is high and supply is low. And that's the exact situation we're in today's real estate market. And if you're wondering about where, okay, this is all well and good, this is maybe talking about national numbers, where are we at here in Knoxville? What does our supply look like here? It is even worse than what it's talking about in this situation. They're saying that it is an average or a good housing healthy market is 6 months supply. Let me just show you what Knoxville supply is right here. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here is the absorption rate. This tells you how many months of supply there is. This was last year in October, and it just keeps steadily going down. And right now, we're at 1.33 months. Healthy market is 6 months. We're at 1.33 months. So that is telling you extremely, extremely low inventory levels. Excellent time to put your house on the market if you're looking to sell it and get the most for it. All right. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. You know, I'm always here for you, and we will talk to you soon.